Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Mythic Legion Skullman figure from Four Horsemen. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks amazing, and it is the very model of the beauty of simplistic design. Despite what I said in the intro, actually, this is not Mythic Legions. This is Warrior Beasts, which actually I'm not too up on what that is. I know that the original Skullman is a 5.5, and I don't know if that was a vintage thing or if it's a modern thing brought for Zolo World. I know that that is included here somewhere. I did do a cursory search, but it's been a while since this figure actually originally came out, and I kind of forgot about that. But in any event, I was clearly mistaken there, so I'm correcting that now, even though I'll probably correct it in the intro and with text at the bottom. But for the figure itself, the design, just black bodysuit or skin, or I can't tell. I mean, there's nipples, so yeah, just like charcoal skin. And then, you know, we get this nice belt piece, which we've probably seen on numerous Mythic Legions. I'm just starting to really delve into Mythic Legions itself and what Four Horsemen has been doing. Like, just a lot of recent stuff has really caught me, and this is one of them. Just happened to be picking up the Skeleton Army Builder, and then this was available, and just like, oh, I'm gonna throw that in my cart. And yeah, I mean, again, that really beautiful matte black with these dark reds, especially with the bands and the pieces of the belt. Then we get this kind of collar piece which goes over the cape, but I wanted to keep that off just to kind of see the most basic version of it. And then we get some of that more dark red here at the shin guards, again with a little bit of matte, a little bit of gloss, really nice mix going on there. And then we get these kind of shiny, almost like very bright white, to the point where my camera can't really focus on, especially with the light. But there's some nice textures going on there too, which I apologize for not being able to really show off in their full glory. But yeah, just really striking mix between that bright white, the dark reds, and the black, and just beautiful, beautiful design, awesome looking figure. We get an absolutely wonderful assembly of accessories here, so let's jump right in, starting with hands. And we do get two different types. So we get a couple of gloved gripping hands right out of the box, and these are vertical hinges. Then we get a couple of bow drawing hands, and you can do it left or right, which I again love. Thank you, more companies, please do the left and right equally, please. Then we get into some more animalistic stuff. So we do get some clawed hands here, so some clawed grips with the horizontal hinge. And then we get a couple of bow drawing hands with the claws, so the ungloved hands. Then for those ungloved hands, we also get a pair of, I was gonna say ungloved feet, but unbooted feet. So really nice touch here, sculpt on the bottom, sculpt on the top. You know, again, just that same bright white with the matte black for the nails, and that nice bright red that matches the shin guards. So those obviously just pop out, or the feet pop out, and you can just pop those right in with some heat, of course. And then we get some weapons. So we do get this gorgeous bow, kind of looks like a ebony style deal, kind of elven sort of look to it. You can see there are notches both on the left and right as well. So again, you can have the figure holding it either way. Then we get this brown string, which is very stretchy. So as you can see, some really nice give to that. So you got a lot of options with posing when it comes to this. And for that bow, of course, you're going to need an arrow. I am afraid of what's going to happen with this thing. It's so thin, really nice bright silver and a nice gold here at the end. But yeah, it's got some give, so I'm not too worried. But I mean, anything can happen to that, so keep my eye on it. But we do get a quiver as well, and this is beautiful with that nice shiny black. Again, that ebony kind of coming back, and then some gold accents. And we get all the arrows here. I do wish that they had kind of, like Hasbro's done a couple times, put a place to put the arrow. Wait, is there one? No, that's a sculpt. So, yep, is what it is. That would have been really cool, but I understand why they wouldn't do it as well. You can see there's a belt clip here to kind of get on his belt. And then we do get a dagger as well, which also has a place on his belt. And really nice bright silver. Really like this design overall, just nice and chunky. Got a really like straightforward and nice design. And then finally, we do get the cape that I talked about before, which obviously goes under that collar piece. You just remove the head and pick the collar up and then put this on. And very nice basic red cape, and it's wired throughout, which is beautiful. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are wonderful. As you can see, freestanding kicks, that is thanks to the nice sturdy, not just sturdy feet, but also flat bottoms of those boots. And then we get a lot of what we've seen from Mythic Legions, especially newer ones. I'm not sure which body this is. I think it might be 2 or 3.0. I'm, again, kind of just starting to delve into Four Horsemen stuff. So we get ball joint here at the head, so we can look up very nicely. Not really look down. We're actually running into the head sculpt, which is a first for, you know, the skeleton characters that I've seen. We get tons of tilt and rotation. We get hinge and swivel at the arms and come up to a perfect T. Of course, we can rotate there. Single jointed elbows, not quite to 90 because we got so much bicep going on, but we do get swivel there. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists. Again, vertical for these, horizontal for everything else. Did I just drop out? Oh yeah, that just came out. So there you go. If you want to see the peg that the arms are on, that just kind of happened. Again, these are very swappable, which is kind of awesome. Another thing I love about this, the Four Horsemen's approach, then we get a ball joint here at the waist, and we get some pretty nice crunch considering. So it gets that much crunch, some fantastic arch back, get a little bit of side to side, and of course rotation. Then we come to the hips, and those are hinge and swivel. Full splits, absolutely no problem at all. So you can see how those are set up. Front kick is also just full 90, perfect big boot. We do get a proper thigh swivel here as well. We get single jointed knees, bring us just to 90. And I think there's some rotation there as well. Yeah, because that's on the peg coming into the shin, so there's that. And then the feet, we swivel as we saw the replacements. We got some okay point because we're running into the sculpt a little bit. Really nice forward considering, and then some great rocker. So that'll do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some Mythic Legions. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally with Articulate Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Warrior Beast Skullman figure from Four Horsemen is that this is the absolute just thing of beauty. Again, I love the simplistic design. I love all the accessories, just everything is really tuned in really nicely here, and it kind of encapsulates everything I love about what Four Horsemen is doing with Mythic Legions. So cannot recommend it enough. Again, I know that this is the whole Warrior Beast thing. I forget if it's actually a vintage thing or not. Let me know in the comments. I'll probably look it up after I actually record the video anyway. And then no, but I mean, you know, feel free to sound off. And yeah, just whether you have attachment to the original figure or whatever, yeah, this is just awesome. It is a skull man, a man with a skull for a head, and it's badass as hell. So fully recommend it. I think it might still be available on Four Horsemen store. It might not. If it is, I will leave that link in the description below. If not, then I wish you the best of luck finding it out and about and on the secondary market. So I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, hope to see you back, because I do a lot more reviews like this, especially here in October. All the spooky figures. I think this is the first year I've actually done all spooky figures all month. So yeah, going back, let's talk about some beautiful plastic and just forget about the world for a while. But really, at the end of the day, I hope that you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.